name is Heidi Ward, and I'm the director for our Greater Hazelwood Neighborhood Commitment at the University of Pittsburgh. Our team works really hard to forge meaningful community and university partnerships to ensure that our nearby neighborhoods have access to university resources. For example, we recently partnered with Offroute Art, who is based in Greater Hazelwood, to think about the intersections of art and science. We created a fellowship to engage 6 young artists in crafting original pieces that explore where art and science meet.
Offroute Art is a Pittsburgh-based nonprofit that supports emerging artists by giving them opportunities to showcase and sell their work around the city. We also strive to help people find their footing in Pittsburgh's evolving art scene. We're lucky to have fantastic partners, including the University of Pittsburgh. Together, we created this fellowship, one that gives artists the chance to explore the intersection of art, ethics, biotechnology, and the future of life sciences. Our goal was to provide fellows with a strong foundation while still allowing them the freedom to pursue projects that truly resonated with them.
The piece in the middle here, during our fellowship with the biotechnology folks at Offroute, there was a seminar where we discussed this really interesting researching phenomenon, which involves self-tape documentaries of afflicted communities. And the one in particular that we focused on that really resonated with me was this community from Nepal. In Bengali culture especially, women generally wear a long braid of hair tied down. They put a flower in the top of the bun, and they embed jewelry within the braid. And it's a deeply historic, a deeply beautiful tradition, and there's a lot of things that it may signify. Her braid is essentially connecting to a part of the shadi, a part of the embroidery of it. I use the colors black and red to symbolize the amount of blood that's involved in bloodshed, both mentally and physically, in the battle for women just being treated with decency, especially in our cultures.
This is my painting. So during this time with Offroute Art, I was thinking a lot about gene therapy and taking the genes out of someone's body, healing them, and then using their own cells or genes to heal themselves rather than like outside medicine. This is sort of typically like my other work that I do. I'm using very bright and bold colors and a lot of texture. I just really like to incorporate people and like the human touch in the artwork that I make.
This work, which looks at phenomena like pound shyness, different structures within different bodies, human bodies, plant bodies, and seeks to draw parallels between them and kind of move from the small to the very large.
So my work here is thinking about life sciences in the broadest sense, the study of living things, and how that study applies to Black community and Black culture. I wanted to refocus my work after graduating on the Black community and reconnecting with certain figures, showcasing different members of the Black community that I know in different spaces that are important to me. There's some from Oakland, Homewood, East Liberty, Wilkinsburg. There's a lot of spaces that mean a lot to me. For this fellowship, I definitely thought the highlights were community, meeting different artists that I've never met before in a neighborhood that I don't frequent a lot of. I think that's very important in creating, is not growing stagnant, and getting to meet new people, experience new places, and kind of get a new perspective on things is very important.
My piece today is to represent what Hazelwood could be, what every community should be. So there is a music hall and a recording studio. There's a used bike depot, a community garden. It's all around supposed to be what a healthy world would look like to me artistically.
Hello, my name is Sierra Mason, and I am the project manager for the Office of Engagement and Community Affairs. So I work on the Greater Hazelwood Neighborhood Commitment team, and our project is all around the life sciences. And it's really exciting because it's challenged us to think outside of the box. How can I communicate cell and gene therapy to someone who's never even had the exposure to what that industry is, what those terms are about? And so And we've worked with 6 emerging artists to create artwork around the life sciences, biotechnology, and bioethics. And it's a way to communicate life sciences in a more tangible and relatable way.
Fellowship was a very great opportunity. There are just a lot of heads from a lot of different places, different backgrounds, different opinions. I think it's to keep art alive. It's the most vital thing to keep the community alive. And so when we organize and we make the best use of our resources and try to amass together support for the most essential practice to mankind, which is art of all kinds. I think the epitome of this fellowship was encapsulating that and emphasizing that importance of community.